And now, around the world and around the corner, it's the David Bowers Awards, bringing the best in indie music to millions of listeners worldwide with your host, the David Bowers. We've got a fantastic lineup of guests, as well as our engineer extraordinaire, Nick the Geek, our entire crew here at the Asylum, and me. I'm John Bon Jovial. And now, here's the voice of indie music, the David Bowers.
Hello once again, everyone. Welcome aboard for another show. I love that fanfare there. I'm glad it wasn't any longer because I started looking around and saying, what the heck's that coming from? I mean,
that was Sandy out in the other room playing the trumpet.
I thought that was the John Bon Jovial choir or something.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard to our madness once again, ladies and gentlemen. Another hour of music, merriment, mirth, and, of course, madness. And all brought to you by us because we have nothing better to do with our lives than sit here and play music for you. So you had better listen. We want to welcome, of course, our house band, Titty Bingo, who has been providing our theme music for the last 8 years or so. And also want to thank our friends at Rochester Free Radio, WRFZ 106.3 FM in Rochester, New York, for carrying the David Bowers Awards, home of indie music and the people who make it. And we've got a couple of great guests for you coming up in a little bit. But first, got a new track just out in the last couple of days by a young lady by the name of Kristina Murrell. And here it is, called Got Me Dreaming.
I'm not seeing highlights when I'm thinking about your love. I might run a red light when I'm feeling for your touch. Got me dreaming, oh, you got me dreaming. How we could fight off with a top off, no destination in mind. So high off your vibe, you elevated my mind. Got me dreaming. Got me dreaming what we could be, baby. Got me so excited, whispering that you like it. I'm in control, don't fight it. Weekends when we sleeping till the evening, got you open, vibing with my best friend, diving deep in like the ocean, babe. Moments that last forever, down a ride for whatever. Just you and I, no pressure, babe. Tell me you want what I want. You say you need it like I don't. Can't lie, you got me dreaming. I'm not seeing highlights when I'm thinking about your love. I might run a red light when I'm feeling for your touch. Got me dreaming. Oh, you got me dreaming. How we with a top off, no destination in mind. So high off your vibe, you elevated my mind. Got me dreaming. Oh, you got me dreaming. What we could be, baby. Nights made just for us. Starlight, shine bright like diamonds, so flawless. Driving by horizons, feel like islands in the tropics. I've been on a high end, think I'm flying, better stop it, babe. Moments that last forever, down around for whatever. Just you and I, no pressure, babe. Tell me you want what I want. You say you need it like I don't. Can't lie, you got me dreaming. I'm not seeing highlights when I'm thinking about your love. I might run a red light when I'm feeling for your touch. Got me dreaming. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, you got me dreaming. How we could slide off with the top off, no destination in mind. So high off your vibe, you elevated my mind. Got me dreaming. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, you got me dreaming. Ooh,
got me dreaming. I think I was dreaming there. Let me see. Where are we? Okay. That was Kristina Murrell and a brand new release there for you. John Bon Jovial, what you think?
Well, it has a nice sultry quality to it. It conjured up a vision, which I can't really describe on family radio like this. And I think maybe, now I could be second guessing, but I think that might be what she was going after. And if that is the case, I think she may have succeeded.
Succeeded, yes. As a matter of fact, the ending is what got me. A few weeks ago, we were talking about songs with the surprise endings that catch you sleeping or dreaming, as it were. And this one, it's got the rare, unusual, will it ever end ending.
Yeah.
It's a sort of there's a piano key, and then there's another key note. And you say, is that it? You definitely give whole new meaning to that old expression. Is that all there is?
Is that all there is?
But no, I like it. It's definitely got a pop catch to it.
It's got a good R&B feel to it.
Yeah, a good pop R&B feel. Kristina Murrell is the latest name. We were mentioning our friends up at Rochester Free Radio, and I want to mention a couple of them because they're a great bunch of people up there. I want to mention Steve Litvak's Rock and Roll Rumble show that follows the David Bowers Awards Saturdays on Rochester Free Radio. And, of course, a little bit later in the afternoon, there's Armand Spins. And, of course, our buddy Jeff Moulton's ABC Oldies Saturday nights, evenings at 8 o'clock on Saturday evenings at 8 o'clock, that is, on WRFD. So check them out. If any of those appeal to you, you get some really other music. I mean, this is not what you're going to hear on your average radio station, believe me, but you're going to hear some interesting sounds and maybe get some of the background to go with what happened, why the song was out, who was doing it, and some of the background story to it. I think you'll really like it. We've got a lot of stuff going on again today and a lot of good music, so we're going to be moving right along here shortly. But first, I want to give John Bon Jovial a chance to check in with his personal little thing this week. How are things
my
there?
Personal observations. Well,
yes.
How are things here in Bon Jovial land?
Thank you very much, John. It was nice of you to drop
It was. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be here through Friday. Be sure to tip your waitresses and waiters, and me too, if you feel like it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I got a tip for you. Bet on horses.
Yeah. The Seabiscuit in the fifth.
Yes. Go ahead. My apologies for interrupting. Go ahead and take the next 90 seconds.
Well, I got to be honest with you, David. When it comes to the action department here in the swamp of Southwest Florida, other than the fact that the weather's been great because of COVID and everything else, not a damn thing's going on. Everybody and their mother is trying to get a vaccine, and myself included, and it is just crazy because... And I know this is true everywhere in the country. I know it's true in Tempe where you are, that, there'll be X number of vaccines available. The call-in is available now, or you can click the link on the website. And, of course, as soon as you do, you either get a busy signal or all circuits are busy, or the link that you click on the website is, we're all sold out. And, of course, this is all within 30 seconds of everything becoming available. So it's kind of infuriating. They have a long way to go to get this right. And if I were to have an award for them, even though it's not a musical award, I would say, you guys got to pull your heads out of your butt. You're not doing a very good job of safeguarding the American public.
Well, without making excuses for, you have to take into consideration that in the time frame that we're working here, I mean, normally it takes a couple of years to roll out a new vaccine.
This is true.
They've done this in less than 6 months. So it is, in all fairness, it is a monumental undertaking.
It is a monumental thing that they've done doing that.
Not without screw-ups, but I think if you're being fair about the whole thing, I think screw-ups were to be expected under the circumstances.
Well, this is very true, but I think I've read somewhere to the fact that there's As of this day, of this recording, which is in the middle of January, or actually towards 2/3 of January, there are some 45 million vaccines that have been made available, but only half of them have been dispensed. So I think it's the execution, the conduit that is being used that needs to work, not the fact that they performed an absolute miracle and came up with a vaccine that has up to 95% efficacy.
Right. Absolutely understandable. With that being said, I wish you all the very best, and that regardless of which vaccine you manage to get, I wish you all the best fortune with it. And we here at the David Bowers Awards hope that these vaccines are, in fact, efficient and successful, and that...
yeah, we sure do.
Well, it gets the job done, because I personally have seen and felt the ravages of that disease. And thankfully, John Bon Jovi, you and your family have been spared. And I just don't wish it on anybody. So hopefully we can get the gears going, get the pipeline stocked and running, and get things handled. Speaking of handling things, we should get to the music.
I think we should.
And our first guest will be coming up shortly after we play a tune by Mr. David Starr. And this one is called These Days.
Well, I've been out walking. I don't do that much talking these days. These days. Well, these days I seem to think a lot about the things I forgot to do for you, and all the times I had the chance to. And I had a lover. It's so hard to risk another these days. These days. Now if I seem to be afraid to live the life I have made in song, well, it's just that I've been losing for so long. Keep on moving, moving on. Things are bound to be improving in these days. One of these days. These days I sit on Cornerstone, count the time, quarter tones to 10. My friend, don't confront me with my failures. I had not forgotten them. I had not forgotten them.